Bonus. I told y'all I was coming with the bonus episodes. This is one of 3. And man, first off, welcome to Sanai. I'm your host, XO. And during my hiatus, during my break, during my I want to say off season with the podcast, it's just a lot that's been going on over these recent weeks, man. And I just wanted to touch on it myself and give my thoughts on everything that's going on, as well as just, man, it's just all like crazy that everything, all the events that's transpiring that could be easily stopped, but some people still look to turn a blind eye to what's going on or don't believe in what's going on. So I just want to discuss that on today's episode, as well as welcome y'all back to Sanai. Like I said, it's a bonus episode. I'm still preparing for season 4, and I just want to come on and really discuss what's been going on, what I've really learned recently with everything that's been going on, and just talking to different and various people about the incident. So, not the incident, but what happened. Welcome back to Sanai. XO here, your host. It is, Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. But man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like I said, it's the bonus episode. Got the bonus content, my thoughts on everything that's going on. You already know I got the quotes of the day. And the first quote I'm going to hit you with is, maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses in your life. You realize everything that happens in your life is a result of the previous choice you've made, and start making new choices to change your life. We're all growing, we're all trying to be mature in this day and age as we're growing up. Hey, adulting, I ain't gonna lie, adulting has been hard as hell, but it's an ongoing task to master adulting. And that's what I'm learning about myself as I discipline myself more and more every day, as I'm learning from my parents, from my peers, from my aunts and uncles and my grandparents. And it's just about being mature and not complaining or making excuses in your life. Where you at right now, it was, like I said, it's a result of a previous choice you made in life. So don't make excuses, don't complain, just make the change. Create the change that you want to be, that you want to see, and it all starts with you. So if you're mad that where you are right now, like, damn, I ain't got a job, or damn, I'm overweight, or man, I want to start reading this book, or just something, you're just making excuses and complaining about where you are in life, take a step back and let that go. You made this decision of why you're here right now, but you can also make the decision to change your life and change in this very instant, in the very second. So don't think where you are right now is your final destination. You flip that switch to where, okay, this is where I want to be. Get out a pen and pad. I got my pen and pad right now, and start manifesting what you want to be and what you want to see and what you want to, how you want your life to portray an outcome. I know we're dealing with a lot right now with the COVID going on, with everybody just trying to stay inside, but now everybody's back outside. A lot of stuff has been opening up, but it's still time to get focused on you and who you are. Make the right choices. Stop complaining, stop making excuses, and figure out what you want and how you want your life to go. I know these first 6 months have been a fucking roller coaster. That's how much, excuse my language, but it's been a fucking roller coaster. And it's really been up and down. There's been high times, there's been low times, there's been up times, there's been thrilling times. So it's like you just have to adjust to the situation and still just plan out what you want to do. Don't make excuses or complain about where you are. Just know I'm at this position, I'm at where I'm at right now because of a choice I made. So it's time to change and start making new choices, start doing new habits. I was discussing this with somebody, and they was talking about their health and how they want to do right, but it's like, it comes with starting a new choices. You have to become a new person to get new changes. You can't be the same person stuck in the same mentality and the same habits and expecting change. It's not going to happen that way. So stop complaining, stop making excuses, and start making new choices and for the new person who you want to become. See who you want to be within the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years. Are the habits you're doing right now, the making excuses, the complaining, the past choices that you made, is that helping you become the new person who you want to become, or is it keeping you stagnant and this lane that you're going into where you're just going on a straight freeway? It's time to make change and stop complaining and making excuses. Time to get the results that you want to see and that you need in your life. Damn. Once again, The quote is, maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses in your life. You realize everything that happens in your life is a result of the previous choice you've made, and start making new choices to change your life. Next quote is, life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. You know how they say it all can be so simple? This is one of those times. Make life simple. Life is about simplicity. Don't overcomplicate life and everything. Just do the simple things, the easy things, the little tasks of what you need to do to make your life simple, the joys, having a morning routine. Trust me, waking up in the morning, meditating, or having that morning walk, or anything just to where you just have that solitude and that solace for yourself, to where you just get to know your inner self and you just prepare for the day, mentally prepare for the day, and mentally visualize, see how you want the day to come. That makes life so simple. Just taking 10 minutes out your morning and just visualizing what you want to do, meditating, doing deep breathing, drinking some water, taking a shower, and just really just feeling it how you want the day to go. Bring that gratitude in you, as well as life really simple as making a gratitude journal. Waking up and just writing 5 things you're grateful for, or just visualizing what you're grateful for, and just saying what you're grateful for. Like, I'm grateful that I woke up today. I'm grateful for my bed. I'm grateful that I have access to water. I'm grateful that I have access to food. I'm grateful that I can hear this morning. I'm grateful that I can see. I'm grateful for the air in my lungs. Just being grateful for little things makes life really simple. Don't make life complicated. When you complicate life, everything becomes complicated. Life is just really simple. Do the simple things. Find out what makes life easier for you. I'm going to give y'all a brief break, man. And then I'm going to discuss my thoughts on everything that's been going on. Sana I.E. I'm honestly trying to figure out where should I start with this episode, because I want to discuss what is Black Lives Matter. And then I want to discuss my thoughts on everything that's going on. And then I did want to discuss Oluwatoyin Salou. She was a 19-year-old Black activist from Tallahassee, Florida. And she was reported missing on June 6, 2020. Hours before she was reported missing, she tweeted she was sexually assaulted, and then she vanished. Well, this past Saturday, they found her deceased. R.I.P. And they arrested the man who did it, who was Aaron Lee Jr. He, as well as murdered another woman in the process. But she was fighting for Black Lives Matter, and for an African American male to go and end up and take her life is just like really beyond me, because she was trying to bring peace to the world and bring awareness to what's been going on, and for a Black male to really just go up and take her life, that is just some fucked up shit. And I just want to give a brief moment of silence for her. And forgive me if I mispronounce her name once again. It's Oluwatoyin Salou, and her name means God is worthy to be praised. That's a beautiful meaning, and what she was doing, from what I've seen, and the stances she was put on with her Black Lives Matter, and really bringing awareness, and just bringing awareness to everything that's going on. And like I said, for her life to be up and taken at 19 by a Black man is just like beyond me. But I also want to discuss, if you haven't seen Dave Chappelle's latest, I want to say discussion, it's not necessarily comedy, but his latest it's 846, and he's discussing George Floyd and different police brutalities and just different stuff. It's a good, I want to say comedy show, but it's a good discussion of everything that he talks about. And It's worth the watch. That's all I'm gonna say. Just so check it out. Dave Chappelle's 846, and let me know what you think, because that was great and it was well needed. But as far as today's episode, I'm gonna discuss what is Black Lives Matter. We've been seeing it, and it's more than just a slogan, more than a hashtag, more than a movement. It's life. Because lately, or overall, it never seemed like Black Lives mattered in anything. So it was founded in July 13, 2013 by founders Alicia Garza, Patrisse Cullors, and Opal Tometi. It was an organized movement dedicated to nonviolent civil disobedience to protest police brutality. In 2013, the movement began with the hashtag Black Lives Matter on social media after the acquittal of George Zimmerman in the shooting death of Trayvon Martin in February 2012. The movement became nationally recognized for street demonstrators following the 2014 deaths of two African-American males, Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, and Eric Garner in NYC. I just had to take a brief pause because when the Trayvon Martin thing went down, I'm reflecting back to where I was working, and just really watching it on the news. I was doing security at my old job at Kaiser Hospital, and I was just watching it on the news, and I was just like, and as the events led out and portrayed out the whole, how they had to stand your ground law in Florida, man, that really, that is something I never understood, especially if the kid, he was minding his business on his way home, Skittles in Arizona, hoodie on, and like I said, minding his own business, and George Zimmerman happened. So, and I was just like in utter disgust, because George Zimmerman, we all know what happened and just what he is. So, but it was just like, man, it's just taking me back and reflecting, and like during the time and seeing the protests, seeing everybody protest and really fight for justice for a kid. I would say I was a few years older than him at the time, but at the same thing, it's just that it makes sense to me how he can get off so easily. And like I said, they had that stand your ground law. Still don't get it to this day. But back to Black Lives Matter. Black lives will always matter, and Black lives will forever matter. No matter who you are, if you listen to this, your lives matter. Your life matters as well. But what the bigger picture right now is getting the whole world to see that Black lives matter. So it's taking one day at a time, one tweet at a time, one Instagram post at a time, one story at a time. Slowly but surely, everybody's getting with the change, recognizing that Black lives do matter. And more, especially that if you've been watching, it's international now, that more and more people knowing and recognizing and showing that Black lives do matter. So you just got to keep on at it day by day and posting, doing what you're doing. If you're listening to this, I would be grateful if you just put a post representing, or as well as getting a little more education on Black history and what Black culture is versus the music and everything, the whole ideal, the identity behind Black culture. Just getting a re-education. So that's what I'm gonna be doing in future episodes within season 4. But Black Lives Matter claims inspiration from the civil rights movements, the Black Power movement, the 1980s Black feminist movement, Pan-Africanism, hip-hop, and LGBTQ social movements. So that's what they claim their inspiration from. But as far as Black Lives Matter, it grew like I said, internationally after George Floyd's passing, RIP. So, like I said, more and more people are recognizing Black Lives Matter and what it means. So, we can't give up on the fight. The fight will be constant, but it's like I think it takes everybody to do their part and recognize and promote and bring awareness to Black Lives Matter, as well as any other type of issue that we have in this world, instead of being silent, being quiet, or just not trying to voice your opinion, because we all have an opinion and we all have a say in this world. So that's what we all got to do. But I'm gonna give y'all a brief break and I'm gonna be right back. Just going over some quick facts that I found out about Black Lives Matter and just their whole international movement, how they progressed to move internationally. In 2015, after the death of Freddie Gray in Baltimore, Maryland, Black activists around the world modeled efforts to reform on Black Lives Matter and the Arab Spring. The international movement has been referred to as the Black Spring. Connections have also been forged with parallel international efforts such as Dalit rights movement. In July 2015, Black Lives Matter protesters shut down Allen Road in Toronto, Ontario, protesting the shooting deaths of two Black men in the metropolitan area, Andrew Loku and Jermaine Carby, at the hands of police. In September, Black Lives Matter activists shut down streets in Toronto, rallied against police brutality, and stood in solidarity with marginalized Black lives. Black Lives Matter was a featured part of the Take Back the Night event in Toronto. In June 2016, Black Lives Matter was selected by Pride Ontario as the honored group in this year's Pride Parade, during which they staged a sit-in to block the parade from moving forward for approximately half an hour. They issued a number of demands for Pride to adjust its relationship with the LGBTQ people of color, including stable funding and a suitable venue for the established Blockorama event, improved diversity in the organization's staff and volunteer base, and that Toronto police officers be banned from marching in the parade in uniform. Pride Executive Director Matthew Sean Toulouse signed Black Lives Matter statement of demand, but later asserted that he signed it only to end the sit-in and get the parade moving, and had not agreed to honor the demands. Ain't that some shit? But we see it all the time. But in August 2016, the Toronto chapter protested outside the Special Investigations Unit in Mississauga in response to the death of Abidi, sorry for butchering his name, who died during an arrest in Ottawa. That was all in Canada, man. I'm flipping to Australia. Following the death of Miss Du in police custody in August 2014, protests often made reference to the Black Lives Matter movement. My thoughts on everything that's going on, starting with George Floyd. First off, the cops should never use that aggressive force or anything of that nature. They could have de-escalated the problem instead of escalating the problem. And for that man to hold or put his knee on his neck for a whole 8 minutes and 46 seconds and not letting up, having his hands in his pocket, and the fellow officers just watching it go down, is inhumane and unhuman-like, and they should have stepped in as well as stopped what was going on. It was their civic duty, but it didn't happen. So I expect probably the full penalty for them, each one of them, but most the severe punishment for Derek Chauvin, and which needs to be said, because which needs to be done, because simply it was wrong, and we all know it was wrong, and he knows it's wrong, and he shouldn't have done it, but it's done. RIP to George Floyd. My condolences to him and his family. And then Rayshard Brooks happens, and that's a whole incident that could have been avoided as well, to where the cops should have de-escalated the situation, or at least said, okay, we're going to put you on a 24-hour psych hold or a 24-hour hold, or just an 8-hour to 16-hour hold while you come down from your intoxication, versus going how they went about it. So that could have been handled a whole different way, and I'm just sad to see that happen. Sad to see that it continuously happens, especially with all the protests that's going on right now. No, don't get me wrong, there are some great cops out there, good cops out there, and then there's those rotten apples, and that just goes with anything. There's always going to be bad seeds, but those bad seeds and their actions are over needs to be stopped and needs to be talked about, and the repercussions need to happen. So, and then as well as the Breonna Taylor's, those cops should be arrested. How they gonna pass a law in her name but not arrest the cops that killed her? That don't make no sense to me. And we're still fighting for that. And Breonna Taylor needs justice for her. She was sleeping in her bed peaceful. She's trying to be a paramedic, trying to help people, sleeping in her bed peacefully, and this happens. Man. So they need to really arrest those cops instead of trying to pass a law and try to make it seem like, oh, this law is going to justify what happens. No, it doesn't. What justify what happens is bringing them to justice, booking them, and throwing away the key. That's what I see. So it's just it's a long slate that's going. I just saw recently as well that if you haven't heard, Robert Fuller, he was found hanging in Palmdale, California, from a tree, and they tried to rule it as suicide, but everybody kept protesting and wanted the investigation to be open. So they opened that investigation and seeing the true cause of his passing. So I'm sending my condolences to him and his family. But man, it's just like it's something new every day, and it's like not trying to show no value to the life of Black people, life of African Americans. Black lives matter, and every day it's a new story about somebody not respecting or caring or seeing why Black lives matter. But man, I'm just really sitting here thinking, I think we just all have to do our part and bring awareness to the situation, even though we all know that racism is out there, and we gotta end it. Just pretty much is that. We gotta put an end to it and move forward. Put an end to this and have a whole new world, a whole new light, and just start forward. And like I said, we all gotta just do our part and to ending it and bringing awareness to it, and as well as showing love to one another and loving one another and just being there and helping one another instead of trying to bring down one another or have any hatred or disdain for one another. It's all about uplifting people and uplifting the ones around us versus hating somebody, disliking somebody, or not giving a fuck about somebody. It's more to life. We all have to just come together as one, love one another, and appreciate one another. So each and every day, we all just got to do our part until it ends. So if you're out there protesting, out there bringing awareness and really open people's eyes to what's going on, I appreciate you and I salute you. But I'll give y'all a brief break. I'm going to be right back. A quick recap of the show. Discuss my quotes of the day. Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses in your life You realize everything that happens in your life is a result of the previous choice you've made, and start making new choices to change your life. New choices create new habits. New habits create a new life. Start creating and adapting to new habits, creating a new life for yourself. If you don't like where you're at right now, or you're upset where you're at right now, or you're sad where you're at right now, or maybe you're overjoyed where you're at right now, you want to keep bringing that energy. Maybe you can help somebody else with that energy, and of not making excuses, not complaining, keeping that positive energy, uplifting somebody else. Maybe you can help somebody else within your inner circle or your peers to uplift them. Or if you need some uplifting yourself, you can always reach out to me, and I'll be greatly and gladly to help. But like I said, the quote is, maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses in your life. You realize everything that happens in your life is a result of the previous choice that you made, and start making new choices to change your life. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Plan it all out. Next quote, life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Please stop trying to complicate your life. Make it as simple as possible, simple as can be. Don't overcomplicate things. Don't put too much thought into everything. Just make life simple. I discuss Olowa Toyin Salu, the Black Lives Matter activist who was murdered at 19 years old in Tallahassee, Florida this past weekend. I'm just still by a African American man. I'm just like, man, was he not paying attention to what's going on right now, or what? But I know everybody deals with things or are going through stuff that they need help with and don't want to reach out. But just RP to her. Like I said, she had a beautiful meaning to her name. Once again, her name was Oluwatoyin Salu, which means her God is worthy to be praised. It's crazy, man. Still looking for justice for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Rashad Brooks. Check out the Dave Chappelle 846, great discussion, great documentary. Not a documentary, great discussion, great video. Check it out on YouTube if you haven't seen it. I'm trying to see if it's on Netflix, but I watched it on YouTube myself. And like I said, it's really good. It's worth the watch. Check it out. And let me know what you think. The feedback is always good. Like I said, I'm an open line. You can reach me out on email or any social media platform at Sanae Podcast. Or, like I said, the email, sanaepodcast@gmail.com. I discuss Black Lives Matter. What is Black Lives Matter? It was founded in July 13, 2013 by 3 women, and it started off as just a hashtag, and it grew to, like I said, more than a movement. It's just a life. So I discussed that. Also, if you want a refresher, not a refresher, but some knowledge on some Black history, the origin of Black History Month, I have episodes in my season 3. Check out episodes 9 through 12, as well as episode 14, and it discusses Black history, Black major events, the historical events. Just check it out. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to celebrate this week, Juneteenth, man. Juneteenth is on the 19th. Check my calendar now. Friday. Celebrate all weekend. Celebrate all month. Celebrate by investing and buying to Black businesses, Black everything. Black-owned business. Donate any way you can. Help out any way you can. Like I said, Friday, June 19th is Juneteenth. Celebrate with us. Show your support. And just keep on, man. Let's keep on protesting. Keep on fighting. Keep on trying to end this whole racism and the whole injustice of the justice system, so-called justice system. We all in this together. If you need any help with anything, you can always reach out to me. I'll connect you with the right people. I'm here for you, and we're gonna move on and build. I'm here for you guys. Let's all see how we can help each other out, and this is how we can help each other out, by step-by-step protest and using our voice, using our platform or any platform that we have to be seen, to be heard, and voice what we want and how. And that's one of the ways we can get it. But I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Hope you have a great Tuesday, great rest of y'all week. Tap in with me, like I said, on any social media platform. Share this with a friend. Subscribe. It's a bonus show. Next show, I think I'm gonna be discussing different black-owned businesses within the Inland Empire, and some LA black-owned businesses. But we're gonna see. Stay tuned for the next show. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Sana Ai. We out.